Hello, I am Eli J. Brown / Eli J. Brony here with a mock based upon a upcoming set that's gonna come out next year for the Return of Bionicle. This is Tahu, and this version of Tahu is going to be called Tahu Master of Fire or something like that. So this is something that I made based upon the images that were released today. The official images, not the illegally leaked images. And using parts that I have, and ones that actually exist right now, I decided to make this little mock based upon that. Now, of course, some of you are probably going to comment saying, I got a few things wrong, or I just didn't use the correct pieces. Well, they don't exist yet, so the only way we can get a perfect replica of this character is just wait for the real set to be released, because this is a mock that is based upon that set using only pieces that exist prior to the release of the actual set. And there are some people that are going to comment about the chest plate. Well, the chest plate in the right color just does not exist yet. There isn't a gold chest plate like this just yet because it hasn't been released. So I used a red one since it was the closest that we've had, though you could probably argue that I could have used a yellow one or an orange one. Well, that piece doesn't exist in those colors either, so I just went with the red one. And another thing that you may notice is the armor on the legs. You probably have seen the images that show that the armor pieces that are going to be on the real one are actually going to be the original main body pieces that were introduced in Hero Factory 2.0, not the breakout style chest pieces. Well, the original ones in red just do not exist yet. So I just went with the Breakout series versions of them since they were what was available. And there is also going to be some new armor pieces on the shoulders as well as the legs. I couldn't bother with putting armor pieces on the legs because I just don't have the right pieces for that right now because they just have not been released. But what I could do was take these gold, what people originally called villain cores. I don't know if they actually have a better name for them. I'm sure if somebody knows of a better name for them, they will say exactly what they are supposed to be. And I'm not quite sure about the lower arms, like with the gold armor pieces right here in the 3 long size. I'm not sure if they're actually going to be these 3 long size pieces. Well, actually, I could have just looked at the image and see what was actually there. I'm pretty sure that they're not going to be the 3 long size. I just used the 3 long size because it was the closest to making it look just like the picture. And of course, there's going to be a new version of Tahu's How. Just like with all the other Toa, they're going to get new versions of their original masks. And Tahu's going to get these new swords, though it's obvious that they do exist. Right now, they are the silver one, and not silver, the gold ones, the gold brain attack style of swords. And I'm not quite sure exactly what set these particular gold swords come from. I got these off of Bricklink, though I didn't get them initially for this purpose. I just got them for whatever mock that I would come up with later. It's obvious I'm not going to keep this mock around because I actually borrowed pieces from my other mocks in order to make this, so I'm going to take it apart as soon as I'm done, but you guys probably won't care. And he also is going to have this new lava board. The one here is Lecon's lava board. I actually did some modifications to it, but I have different plans for this, which can be removable, just like that. And also put the feet up just like that, so any characters that are riding this can go straight forward. But I didn't make them be connectable because I don't want them to be connected, because then that would mean that if I pull the feet off of the board, then the connector pieces would pop off of the wrong part. Like, they would come with the feet instead of the boards when I want them to be on the boards, not the feet. And going on for the style of head that's going to be used, the one on this MOC uses the Brain Attack style of headpiece, though I am pretty sure that they are going to bring out a new style of headpiece. I am convinced that they are going to go back to having the masks go on using the, the old style of how Bionicle masks go on, with the connector piece being on the side of the mask, on the front of the mask, instead of at the top, like putting it more on like a helmet like we got with the Glatorian sets. I'm convinced that they are going to go back to putting the masks on like a mask, not a helmet. And it also does appear that these, at least Tahu is going to be at the Glatorian height. At least the height that we've had since, the height of the Toa and Nika. That's what I'm trying to say here. Though I am convinced that they are going to have the others, I think one more Toa is going to be at this height, while the others are going to be slightly shorter, though I really would rather not have them be shorter, because that's not Bionicle as I remember it. Well, I think I've said enough about this one. Now, before you ask, I am not going to make any MOCs based upon the other characters of this new series, at least not as actual action figures, though I do have plans of doing it on LEGO Digital Designer, so be sure to watch me on DeviantArt to see when those pictures will come out. And another little thought about these sets, based upon the official images that were released today, that each of these Toa are going to include 2 masks. One will be their own color, and the other will be in gold, and each Toa set, at least, will also have one of those new spider creatures, which could be updated versions of the Krana that we got in 2002, but we'll just have to wait and see when those sets come out. So, I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again in my next video. Goodbye.